Well now, this is a curious development. Have I somehow broken through the boundaries of space-time? And who are you? Are you the AI? What's that you say? You thought I was some robot imbued with an AI personality? The actual professor? Hmm. Now that's an idea. If I could create such a thing, it would be quite helpful. I am Professor Sada. I research Pokemon in Area Zero, and yet... What? This Pokemon, is this the Winged King? Is that right? So its name is Crydon. He's so happy to see the professor. That's a good name. From the clues you've already let slip, I suppose I would have to conclude, from your perspective, I must have come from the past, though of course, the complexities of space-time are beyond count. It's possible that our encounter might not even be occurring in a timeline connected to my own. Perhaps its meaning is nothing more than a fleeting miracle. Why don't we exchange as much useful data as we can, in what little time that fate has gifted us? Okay. So hello to all you crazy people, and welcome back to a surprise episode of Pokemon Scarlet. I wasn't expecting to make this. I was going to make another one as a little Christmas kind of gift. So with that said, it's the day after Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your holiday, whatever you did to celebrate the day, whether that be Christmas, Hanukkah, or nothing at all, just kind of sitting around. But as I was walking through, because I was about to go deal with Jangmo over here as an outbreak, just to get some more items from him, because that's good for the Pokemon printer. I was walking around the lake, and then I was in the lake getting all the items there, and then I walked around after checking out the den, and then I came over here, and then a cutscene brought me over to the lake. Terrapagos came out of his Pokeball, which isn't even in my party, and then came to the lake, expelled some energy, and then suddenly Professor Sada. So I knew I had to start recording to see what the heck this is, because there is no hint that this was a thing. I don't even know how many other people have discovered this. I could be one of the few. At least I haven't looked it up to see that this is an encounter. So this is a unique encounter for me, or completely. What's the word? I said surprise already, but that basically. So I did not know about this. So I just wanted to do a quick video on it, just in case anyone else didn't know about it. So let's see what Miss Professor wants. Is there anything you would like to ask me? I guess we have to ask everything. I don't precisely know the cause. I was analyzing some recent data in my secret lab one moment, and the next I was standing here before you. Perhaps this is the influence of the crystals, Pokemon that lies dormant in that place. Perhaps the cause lies with you and I. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? I am researching methods to catch Pokemon that live in different timelines, so I might transport them to the present day in my own timeline. It sounds fantastical, no doubt, but I am drafting plans now for a machine that may achieve it. You see, this book captures my imagination when I read it as a child, and has never let go. But progress has been slow and beset by failures. I haven't left my lab in quite some time now. I desperately hope that I might glean some new insight from this conversation, so I can finally make some progress and return home. Is there anything else you wish to ask me? So Arvin is on the fence about you. He likes your AI more than you. Oh, you even wish to know about my private life. I do have a family, a son. He is probably at home right now. Well, no, I suppose right now could be inaccurate. Whenever and wherever he is, I imagine he must be quite lonely. Now, let us trade places in this exchange. I say the time has come for my own questions. What is this place? It doesn't appear to be anywhere in Paldea. This is the land of Kitakami. Here's Crystal Pool. I guess we should say the land of Kitakami. The Crystal Pool doesn't really offer much. She might know about Kitakami. So we're at Kitakami's Crystal Pool, eh? I remember reading about it in a certain text, so she knows about the Crystal Pool anyway. It's said to be a place where water wells up from the ground, imbued with terrestrial energy. It would seem that I have been shifted quite far in both space and time. My next question then. What Pokemon you have, that Pokemon you have, the Wing King, Koraidon. Tell me more about it. I guess a precious partner. Yes, well, your personal attachment to the creature has no meaningful relevance to the... Ah, forgive me. Perhaps that was rude. That book you have there. I don't recognize its cover. What is it? The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. Would you let me see it for just a moment? Descriptions of the Area Zero underdepths and a record of Terrapagos' awakening? Who is this Briar to have written such work? Is she a descendant of Heath? I didn't know that. Now, isn't that something? A descendant of the author of the original Scarlet Book. Exploration runs in the family, I see. At any rate, this is a book that would ignite the imagination of any true scientist. I'm sorry, but I simply must have the time to read this book more thoroughly. Seems like your time is up. Oh, the mist is closing in once again. I assume that means our time is near its end. Koraidon is sad. I wish I could spend longer getting to know the Wayne King, but I must hurry. That book, I imagine it must be quite valuable. It wouldn't feel right for me to claim it without offering you any recompense. In exchange, then, though I hate to part with something so precious to me, would you consider trading me that book for my copy of the Scarlet Book? Wait, I haven't even read the book yet. I don't know what's in the book. I never did go through my inventory and look at it. I lost my Scarlet Book, I know that. Maybe I can buy it again. She did say she's selling it, so maybe if I talk to her, she'll let me. You obtain the Scarlet Book, you put the Scarlet Book in key items. I appreciate this more than you can imagine. Perhaps I should take this chance to go home and enjoy a bit of downtime with a good book. This is where we part, fellow adventurer and Wing King. How lucky we were to meet across space and time. I bid you adieu. So the actual professor was summoned here. And Koraidon is so depressed now. He must really like the professor. I guess she was trying to save him though. Because the previous alpha Koraidon was a bully. And she stepped in between them and tried to stop him from fighting, and that's how she died. Whoa, what is this? Why'd you go back to the home screen? We're back in Paldea. Haven't been in this room in forever. Pretty sure I haven't been here since the ending of the game. So I guess we need to go try to find Briar. Where would she be? In her classroom? I think that's 1D. Or was it 1A? No, 2A? Anywho, what I really wanted to make a video about, aside from that surprise thing, was I gift you all with a gift, a Christmas gift from me to you. I was trying to figure out how to phrase that, but I gift you all a very special present, and that's what I wanted to say. This special present is completion. I have completed my Pokedex. So, yay. I decided to finally go ahead and get that taken care of. So I caught duplicates of the Pokemons that were unique to my region, traded them over through the trade portal using the trade codes that is supposed to be universal, and I got every Pokemon. And then I went ahead and got the Ruinous Pokemon. Finally stopped dilly-dallying with that. I did my best to try to find the source without looking them up, but I did have to look them up. So I needed 2 for Chien-Pao and 1 for Chi-Yu. I was kind of sad about Chinpao because one of them I missed was behind the gym, which I almost imagine I seen at one point but couldn't get to it. Maybe when I came there, my Koraidon couldn't swim yet. I don't know. But I definitely missed that one. That was a pretty obvious one. The other ones were not so obvious, so it was just me not exploring the region fully. But at least I got 2 of them without looking it up, I think. I can't remember if I looked up Tinglu or not. I got him a while ago. I know I didn't look up anything for Woshang. But I think I at least looked up one for Tinglu. Everybody else, obviously, I got them pretty easily, just trade codes. I guess I'm gonna eventually finish this one. There's no way to finish that one because you can't get 238 and 239. Because you would have to trade these 2, which obviously we're not doing. So, speaking of which, yes, I do have them now. The way to do that one is getting all 200, well, getting at least 200 Pokemon and then talking to the camera girl. And that's how you get these 2. I put one in a Master Ball because I didn't have anything else that would fit him. If I had a Fast Ball, I would have been soft resetting and tried to get him in that, but I didn't have one at the time. And Gouging Flame, I put in a Dream Ball because I think that one kind of works. Not really, but the only other one that would have worked was Safari Ball, but that one was a lot more challenging to try to get him in. We've completely organized all of our boxes, so everything is beautiful and dandy and just glorious. I guess we start from the beginning. So all the way from 1 to 30 and 60, all of our boxes are just glorious, absolutely glorious. It would make any OCD person proud, mostly. What I did for the Kitakami decks, I just kept going on from there. Why do I have you? Oh yeah, ground, capture ground type. That was a quest. From there, I had to get all the variants though. I haven't done that yet. I have technically both of these, just not in this box. I have the blue one I'm missing. I think it's yellow. I think it's the yellow one. And then I know I'm missing pink, and I don't know the other one I'm missing, but I know there's 2 more of those. I don't have the flat white one. I think there's also orange, so I'm missing 2 of those. I have never cared to do the road times. Eventually I'll do that. I need the Alolan Executor in here, and I need the 3-segment Dunsparce. So we also got some shinies. I got shiny Delibirds. I've killed one because I was testing out to see if the Pokemon Sync would automatically not fight a shiny or if it would just automatically kill it. And they would automatically kill it. So you have to be careful with Pokemon Sync because you will just wreck any shinies you come across if you touch them. I found Azuelos just while I was trying to look for a Fluttermane. It just popped up. Wasn't even trying to get it because I've already had a shiny Azuelos. I have, I think, 3 more. Yeah. 3 more I transferred to Pokemon Home. I have 3 more Delibirds I transferred to Pokemon Home that are shiny. This Choreo came when I opened the game. Like as soon as I logged in, I was in the rest area in Coastal. What is that? Blueberry Academy, the Coastal Terrarium in Blueberry Academy, and right in front of me was a shiny Oricorio. I didn't even know it was shiny. I was just sending out my Pokemon to try to get them out the way. And I was like, okay, attack this one. And the very first one I told him to attack, he just refused to hit. I'm like, wait, why are you afraid of this one? So I looked at it, I was like, is it shiny? And there was another one standing next to it that had a different color palette. The color palette is slightly swapped. So instead of it, because the body is normally pink and then the skirt and hat are like light pink. So they swapped it. That's the difference. So that was a fun little login surprise out of nowhere. Who else did I find randomly? Dweeper I found randomly, or Dupiter? Where did I find you? I think I was looking for the starters in the Savannah, and he popped up. This one was transferred. This is my Salandite from Sun, not Ultra Sun, just regular Sun. When I was trying to look for a shiny Salandite, but the first one I got was a male, so I couldn't use it, sadly. We already knew about these. He popped up while I was hunting. Did I? No, I shiny hunted him specifically. I went to a Girder outbreak to get attack EVs, and I figured since I had took out so many of them, I might as well shiny hunt for it. This one popped up while I was hunting for... What was I hunting for? Did it just randomly pop up? I think it did. I think because I was looking for fighting type. What fighting type was I looking for? Was it Lucario? I think it was Lucario. But it had to be something else. What shiny What was I looking for? I don't see any fighting types. Because it was Lucario and that thing were the Gallade were the two popping up most frequently. It might have just been a lingering fighting. No, because I wouldn't have been. Blueberry wasn't out at the time. I'm not sure what fighting type I was hunting. But yeah, I was hunting a fighting type and he popped up, and I wasn't wanting him, but because it was shiny, of course I had to get him. Can't just kill him for no reason. And then the other ones are extras, and I already told you all about some of them, I think. I did hunt a shiny Zangoose because I was also doing that one for attack EVs. Or no, I was doing that one for items. It was a Zangoose outbreak, and I wanted the claws for false swipe. Let's see, Kitakami. So what I did for the Kitakami and Blueberry decks, I just went in order from looking at the Pokedex list and just kept going down. If it was a Pokemon that already existed in Paldea, I just skipped it. And then I just kept going from there. So the Kitakami Dex contains all of the unique Pokemon. This one I haven't evolved yet, but we have a Ninetales, so it's not really an issue. I could evolve it, but I'm not really worried about it. And we just keep going on from there. So you'll notice that it just skips it if it exists in Paldea. And the same thing for Blueberry. We kept going from Kitakami, so it stops here. And then Blueberry starts here. So then I would keep going from there. Same thing. Skipping if it was already introduced in Paldea or Kitakami. It was either of those two, then we skipped it. Not too many in Blueberry aside from the starters. The starters took up a lot of space. And I actually don't have enough space for the starters, which is why Blaziken is here. Because if I kept doing it, there's no way to shift it over further than this, because that goes into my competitive box. And I actually kept messing up my Pokedex order, so I would find out that I skipped one or I didn't put one in there. So now I have to go back and take everybody, then shift them over 1 or 2 or 3, sometimes 4. Just keep shifting them over and then go back and shift, go back and shift, go back and shift. Kept doing that before I fixed it all. But yeah, it's perfect now. Like I said, aside from the fact that I don't have enough room for all the starters. The other thing, I do have a Drayton's Duraludon. So this is Drayton's, and it comes with a special ribbon. Apparently you can trade for all of their Pokemons, or all of their favorite Pokemon, so I can get like the, I guess it's Excadrill. It'll be Excadrill from Lacey. What does she have? She has Metagross from the computer lady. I don't know about Crispin, I think his name was. Because we can't get, I don't think we can get his Blaziken since he's no longer part of the Elite Four. I'm not sure. But yeah, there you have a pretty little ribbon. Other things to include, I think that's it. We have been, oh yeah, transferred over my shiny Kyogre from Pokemon Go. So I did that, and it's level 20. It was probably lower level than that at one point. No, I don't even think I've ever used it. So that's probably just the base level you get legendaries in Pokemon Go is level 20. Yet they're a nightmare to catch. So I guess that's one of the lowest levels you can get these two. Shame I never got a shiny Groudon, but I'll be working on that in Pokemon Ultra Sun. So I'll be trying to get a shiny Groudon. I already talked about my shiny Cramorant. I don't think there's anything. Oh yeah, Bombardier. He finally popped back up, so I got my Titan Bombardier, which means I finally have all 5 Titans. And why do you exist? I just got done for a Catch the Electric type quest, so I already know. And I got a shiny Jumpluff when I was hunting for speed EVs, and I saw a Jumpluff outbreak, and they give 3 speed EVs, so went for that one and figured I might as well shiny hunt while I was there. So I got that. I got Iron Bundle from the Mightiest Mark. I finally worked on the Photographer's Growlithe, but I don't think I'll evolve it. I'll probably just leave it at that. I do have a shiny Jangmono, I think his name is. I forget what his actual name is, but we named him Courage. His name is Komodo. Yeah, that. I named him Courage because he's pink. It was either that or Eclipse. I was trying to think of something gold kind of a name for like a Dragon Hoarding Gold, because he does look like he's gold plated. So it was some many names I could have went with him, but I went with Courage. And this one is our Charizard from Johto, apparently, because he came from Johto. But I don't remember how. The only thing I can assume is he came from Fire Red and I transferred him up to Soul Silver somehow. That's the only thing I can think. Because you don't get a Charizard in Soul Silver, do you? Do the professors give you a Charmander in the 3 Kanto starters? They might. So maybe he is just Soul Silver. But yeah, started leveling him up just for the fun of it. And I think that's about it. We got a shiny Flygon. That's about it. Yeah, I think that's it. I will be transferring my Ultra Sun Pokemon here eventually. My only reason I haven't yet because I wanted to go ahead and try to catch all the exclusive Pokemon from there before I did that. So I need to get all of the Ultra Beasts. And I am going to try and shiny hunt all of the legendary Pokemon that I can. So right now I'm working on Moltres. Without the shiny charm, I anticipated on taking a week of constant resets, soft resets to try to get it shiny. And that's going to be a week per legendary in that game. So that's probably going to take me a few months to get them. And some might be asking, wait, don't you have like every shiny legendary there is from when you were playing Soul Silver? You talked about how everyone gifted to you legendaries. Well, yes and no. I did have every shiny legendary. But I also did something I think is commendable. I think is respectable. So this is my second gift to you, my dear subscribers. What I have also done is completely organized all of my Pokemon home boxes. They are done. So you can look at this and admire its beautiful glory. All of them, all the Pokemon that I have ever captured are organized completely numerically from start to finish. I finally went through and sorted out every single extra box that I had and put them here in order. Although I am missing Ferrothorn's medium evolution. Oh wait, he only has 2. So I'm missing Ferrothorn's final evolution, but I'm holding him there so when I can finally move him, I can evolve him and then do that. But yeah, this is the part 2 gift. Part 3 gift, I'm just going through all these to show them. Missing a lot of those. I'm going to make a box for Hisuian form and Alolan form so they're separate. And then I'll have a box for variants, of course, because I like collecting variants. And here's all of our event mon from part of the gifts. I kept some of them because I did just say I released most of them. And I transferred over my GameStop Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. So I'm so happy about those. I should start using Entei because I do like Entei. That's why I'm missing one. Because I had 2 of each. But I'm missing one because one of them was lost in the original Soul Silver, so he's gone. But I was at least able to get more of them. But as for that part 3 gift, are these extras? So those are all extras, and then these are all extras as well, I think. Yeah, all these are extras. Except for the Lilligant, it's supposed to be in the Hisuian alt form. But let's see. So I normally have boxes here. The only one that's left is ends, which I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. But yeah. So this is where I had all my excess box. But yeah, in my event box, that's where I had all the super shiny legendaries that I just had too many of. But what I did was I went through, stop that, and checked their IVs. If their IVs were perfect, I assume they were hacked and released them. Some of them are supposed to have perfect IVs, I think. I don't know about this one. But it's not shiny, so I'm not sure. I mostly did it for the legendaries. If the legendary was shiny and had perfect IVs, I was 99% sure it was hacked. And I just threw it out. But if it isn't shiny, it's not a big deal. Because I'm pretty sure Nintendo doesn't release any legendaries with max IVs across the board. At least not in the old days. I think they do for some now, because there's a few that I have that I got myself to have perfect IVs. Oh wait, those are the Mighty's Marks. So the Mighty's Marks do that. Why do I still have this? I might have to do some more releasing. Apparently I haven't released all of them. Some of them got by. Even if I don't plan on using them, the fact that I am pretty sure they're hacked, but I can't tell because Japan. So I don't know if their IV is supposed to be perfect or not. I released all the English ones. Definitely did that. But these were all released in Japan, so I'm not sure. That's why they're all in their separate box. But yeah, as far as all the English events go, yeah, I released them if they were suspect. I'm pretty sure ours is supposed to be perfect. I think this one I got myself. Yeah, this one I got. So this one, I know it's supposed to be perfect. I guess this one's supposed to be perfect too, because I got that one myself. So there is a case for it to be perfect, but I don't imagine a shiny legendary is supposed to be perfect. And they weren't even an event, they were just shiny legendaries. So wild encountering shiny legendaries with perfect IVs across the board, I highly doubt that's a thing. So I released all of them, sadly. But I have lost all of my shinies. And unfortunately, I can't transfer over my spiky ear Pichu from Soul Silver because it said it already traveled far across space and time, so it would be dangerous to try to transfer it anywhere else. So it has to stay in Soul Silver, which also ruins my plans to eventually soft or hard reset Soul Silver and just play from it again, and then try to shiny hunt Lugia from there. Because no other game I have I can shiny hunt Lugia from. He doesn't appear in Ultra Sun, he only appears in Ultra Moon. Or, yes? No, yes. Because you need Pokemon from Ultra Moon to trigger him. That's what it was. So I can't get him. But that's pretty much it. This is a short video. I just wanted to kind of say, hey, I'm finally completing something for once. Because I know I'm notorious for never finishing anything. Even though I keep saying I'm going to stop doing that. So, I know Minecraft I haven't finished my Bowser base. Pokemon Arceus I did finish, but the recording got corrupted, so I never went back and fixed it and uploaded it. So that's technically an incomplete recording session. I even did finally delete all the videos because I know I'm never going to go back and fix them, so they're deleted. There's no videos of me finishing that game now. I could have technically uploaded my battle with Cynthia's ancestor, but it was easy for me. Everybody else that said it was hard, I guess, just didn't have they were probably under leveled, but I was over leveled, so it was fine with me. I only lost one Pokemon that I remember. Can't remember who it was, but I lost one, and everybody else, and then whoever was left was cleaned up. It was Giratina that knocked him out, and that was just because I refused to use any potions or switch out, so that's the only reason I lost him. I think that's it. To my knowledge, that's it. So yeah, short video, just want to show some completion. But the problem, I will say this, the problem with me having pretty much completed Pokemon Scarlet is now I'm not going to want to move from this game because I put so much time and effort into this game. So unless Nintendo's next Pokemon game is really good, I'm probably going to stick with this one for a while. So the next one is garbage. I'm not even going to worry about it. If it's on like Sword and Shield level, skipping it. Unless it goes on sale like I did for Sword and Shield. Then we'll get it. Otherwise, not going to worry about it. But I guess that's it for this video. Like I said, just a short little thing. I don't know what else we can do. Could just leave it like that. I was thinking about doing a, since you were here, I could do a video of me battling or whatever, but I think we'll just end it there. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your holidays. Have a happy new year, because I definitely won't be making a video before New Year's. I am 99% sure of that. So take care and enjoy the rest of your holidays. Okay, so I did remember something I wanted to do before something else I was supposed to have done with the, hey, so this is a new update kind of thing. The Professor Sada just really threw me off. But before I do that, first thing first. Frick this guy. I don't like him. So we all know Duraludon is having an outbreak right now, a mass outbreak. I've went through like 10 or so outbreaks before I finally got a shiny. And the reason is because I can't tell if they're shiny or not by looking at them surrounded by everyone else in their outbreak. Apparently I was looking at it all wrong. He does like to stalk up to me and then absorb me into his body. I guess he just really likes hugs, which is weird. But yeah, so the way you want to actually tell are, I'm assuming the best way to tell is the front and to see the light blue marks on their body, because the normal Duraludon has a dark blue coloring. This one is light blue. I thought their outer coloring was different enough for me to tell from far away, so I could just kind of scan over and look for a darker blue outer coating, but it isn't, because I even took him out and compared him next to his brethren, non-shiny brethren, and I couldn't tell them apart if I was just glancing over and scanning them quickly to try to find a shiny. So what I ended up doing was looking at the picture side-by-side comparison to see what is a more obvious difference to them between the shiny and non-shiny aside from their darker coating. What I settled on was the head. So a normal Duraludon has a red top. The shiny one has a white top. So then I did that, and that's how I pretty quickly ended up finding him in the 10th or so outbreak that I tried finding him in. Because I was just about to quit. I was like, you know what, I don't even care anymore, because I'm never going to use him. But I just wanted him just because he was in event mass outbreaks. I figured, why not? Is he blinking? That's his closed eyes. Okay. But yeah, so if you want to do it quickly, I suggest doing it from the head. The head is a lot easier. But what I wanted to do. So I ended up finally finding those two rich people that I had said I had no idea where they went. Apparently they were up here. Somewhere. Where are they? I know they're around here. Is it down here? There they are. So these are the two rich people from Kitakami that I said I had no idea where they went. So we did find them. I'm pretty sure they're going to want to battle. I don't know if they double battle or not. Let's put you up here. But I'm doing this one because it was part of Kitakami, so I have to finish that story at least. So this is one of these 10 sites of Paldea that I've heard so much about. You are correct, my dearest Onair. These are the Fury Falls. I had expected something a bit more grandiose. I can really feel the positive energy though, dullness notwithstanding. As positive as ever, my dearest Onair. Not only can you feel the positive energy flowing, I dare say there's glitteria energy in the air as well. Glitterati? Glitterati? I don't know what that is. Truly, your glitterati aura fills the air with a sense of rejuvenation. Woo, woo. I don't know what that is. Foo foo. Thank you for speaking the truth as always, Billy. Hold on, isn't that one dear commoner? Our dear commoner, the one from before? Your eyes do not deceive you. That is indeed our dear commoner, the one from before. Could it be fate, coincidence? Or maybe you've been drawn here by our glittery energy. Glitterati? Indeed, indeed. It's our duty as I hate this word, to make the dreams of common folk a reality. Or more specifically, to give them fine items. You obtain 15 big pearls. See, now your items are completely useless to me because of the Pokemon printer. So you're no longer rich to me. I'm probably richer than you. Not yet. Now do pay attention, our dear commoner. Money isn't too dissimilar from positive energy. When you're surrounded by it, it may bring you calm and stability. But you'll never know for sure whether that happiness you feel is true or not. Oh, Nair, please! Such pearls of wisdom are too profound for a mere child. See, I was about to say I like them, but they are out of touch. They're out of touch in a weird way. Like, they are rich snobby people that say they're trying to help the common folk, but they don't know the struggles of the common folk, and they don't know apparently their intelligence, so they assume they're all stupid, which is weird. I don't know why rich people assume poor people are stupid, or middle class people at least. They're not. So I don't know. Come, Billy, I want to go someplace more remote. A place that is not famous or renowned. Or anything. Whew. We've been so many landmarks that she's tired of it. You really are exemplary, Clarati, dearest Onair. I know this just the place. It's by the border between the South Providence Area 5 and Area 1. Okay, so I got to find them again. South Providence area between Area 5 and Area 1. South Providence down here. Area 5, Area 1. They must be exploring all of the shrines. They said areas that no one knows. So they must be going to each of the shrines. But I thought they said they were going to Area 0. So where are you dummies now? Well, this was unexpected. I thought, does the candy just trigger them even before you use it? I thought you had to use the candy. So what if I use the candy? What if I do that? I'm going to test this out before I do a thing. Where's the candy? It's not in key items, it is. You seem to hear the singing voice echoing in your head. Mr. Meadow, this hardly seems like the time and place. What the heck? So as soon as I get the candy, they pop up. And I just have to find out where they are. Well, that's concerning. So Zekrom, Latias, and Lugia are somewhere in the worlds and I haven't come across them yet. Yeah, because you can't use it. Okay, well. I found Zekrom. Do I want to catch him in a Master Ball? I have too many as is. There's no other color that works for him. Maybe a heavy ball? Because it's blue. He's black and blue. So then the moon ball would work best for him. I know I can't catch him in a beast ball that has a lower catch rate for anything that isn't a beast, an ultra beast. So you can't use that outside of raids. I'm gonna try to catch him in a moon ball. We'll see if we can't do that. I'm gonna eat Weird Ear for hypnosis. We'll start with courage, just in case, because I don't know what level he is. I'm assuming 70, maybe 75. Mr. Terrabolt Zekrom. Terrabolt. He's level 70. This will one-shot him, so let's not do that. Or Spear should be fine. Cool. There's Fusion Bolt. That was Terrabolt. Switching to Scyther is a bad idea. So we're going to switch to Weird Ear first. Put him to sleep, then switch to Scyther for False Swipe. Yeah, that's why we didn't want to switch to Scyther. Even with Wildlands, he still misses. I put that on specifically because he keeps missing with Hypnosis. Now, as long as he stays asleep for at least 2 turns, we'll be fine. We are fine. Alright, so Scyther's gonna die. Scyther lived. I guess he's better with physical electric attacks than special. And Scyther is almost low 100, but I still expecting him to get one shot. Alright, so now we just try to put him to sleep and capture in a Moonball. We have 3 chances. Although I don't anticipate on using all 3. No, I guess we use a full restore first. Also, apparently I do have a Zekrom, though I can't remember where I got him from. I think he was traded. Okay. Level 70 legendary Zekrom put to sleep with 1 HP. Will the Moon Ball work? Black and blue. Is either that or a heavy ball, which is gray and blue, which is close. And he is pretty heavy. We'll try 2 moon balls. If that doesn't work, then we'll use a heavy ball, which I'm sure will work. That didn't even shake. That didn't even entertain the idea. So no moon ball. I'm pretty sure he's pretty weighty, so heavy ball should be fine. I know they're super big. So the heavy ball did entertain the idea. I might need to not use these outside of Terra raids. Unless I know it's a Pokemon I can catch it with. I don't think Legendaries is gonna work. Yay, it worked. Okay, so we got him in a heavy ball, which I don't think was possible in black and white, so that's pretty exclusive and unique to him. For me. Okay, so that cost us 2 heavy balls and 1 moon ball. But I will go ahead and save that. Let's look at him right quick. Terravolt is the mold breaker for him. He is minus special attack plus speed jolly. Interesting. It also explains why his Thunderbolt did nothing. I'm okay with that nature. I don't even think I'm using Adamant Knit. As for the 2 idiots, I haven't found them yet. I might just have to look it up. Because I have looked everywhere, and they aren't anywhere. They said secluded. They said they want to be in a more secluded area, which would suggest the secluded beach. But they aren't at the secluded beach. And I've checked everywhere around these areas, and they aren't there either. So I don't know where they are. I'm gonna just look it up because I don't feel like searching all over the world for them. Miss O'Nair. So apparently I flew right past them. Because I flew over this area. So I checked over there, I was like, maybe they're somewhere in the grassy area instead of being right by the beach, and I flew straight past them. Whatever. I hate having to look stuff up because I'd rather do it myself. What an utterly dull place. Not a thing worth seeing. It's just what I wanted. Thank you, Billy. Wonderful. Nothing brings me more joy than making you happy, Miss something O'Near. Perhaps I should buy up all this land and start some kind of business here. Oh, why if it isn't our dear commoner? You're going to stop calling me that. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is indeed our dear commoner. You really have a way of drawing people to you, with your charming personality, dearest O'Near. Oh, I won't say you're wrong. It's our duty as I'm gonna call it glitterati. 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 We're gonna call it that, glitterati. To make the dreams of the Pokemon folk a reality. Or more specifically, to give them a fine items. 15 nuggets. Again, your items mean nothing to me now. Now, do pay attention, dear commoner. You would do well to search for riches in areas where there appears to be nothing of value at all. Possibilities are vast as the ocean, no matter where you go. Striking your words are a pickaxe to the rock, losing nuggets of wisdom from common stone. Come now, Billy. I have a major craving for fruit. Only the land of Kitakami can provide. Whew. No sooner did we depart than we shall return. You really are an exemplary glitterati, my dearest O'Near. Those Kitakami apples make the best apple juice you know. I'll whip some up for you. So they're going to the apple farm. Sounds easy enough until they aren't there and I have to look it up again because they're somewhere near the apple farm but not right on the apple farm. And then I get frustrated and want to rage quit. But we'll see where they are. The apple farm is outside of this place. It's here. Apple Hills. Oh, well, that was super easy to find in this town. She's not going to do the laugh again, is she? Of course she is. Look, Billy, what a wonderful little garden. Though this may look like a small garden to you, dearest O'Near, it is in fact a full orchid. Come now, this? An orchid? You must be joking. I've never seen one so humble. How big is your house? Thank you for the correction, Billy. No trouble at all. The ways of the commoner are shrouded in mystery. Ah, commoners, such compelling creatures. They always manage to get my heart racing. Speaking of commoners, isn't that the one we keep running into? You're right. Your eyes do not deceive you. It's the commoner we keep running into. Commoner, I wish to know more about you, to become more familiar with you. With that in mind, would you do me the honor of having another duel? There it is, O'Near's favorite pastime, getting to know others through battle. Oh, do let me know when you're ready to duel, dear commoner. I am ready to duel, rich snobs. A duel with yours truly? Do you accept? I, O'Near, the president of Paldea Realty, will Realty? Is the realtor, so that will crush you, commoner. Woo-hoo. Go get him, O'Near. This voice is really strenuous on my vocal cords, but it's okay. Well, you get to at least deal with someone from Kitakami, which is Komo'o. That. I'm going to just call him Courage. It's a much better name. Oh, and you're normal type. And you're super under leveled. Oh, you have one Pokemon. Well, that's droll. Confound it! I guess this makes me a loserita. Loserati? Loserati. Yeah, loserati. I've lost again! Just what kind of commoner are you, really? The Paldean champion is hardly considered a commoner. Say, Billy, do all commoners have Pokemon this strong, or is this one special? O'Near, the commoner must have something only a select few commoners possess. I believe they call it a gumshun. Gumshun? Oh yes! I've heard of this! Yes, the commoners say it is one thing no glitterati could ever possess. Possess, it is possess, I'm saying possesses. However, Billy, I do believe the word is gumption. A commoner with Grumption. Brilliant. As eye-catching as a pearl string. It's no wonder I couldn't best you. Speaking of pearls, I'd quite like to spend some time by the waterside. Come, Billy, let us make our way to the biggest body of water in all of Paldea this instance. Whew. Your curiosity can be piqued at a moment's notice. You really are an exemplary glitterati, dearest Onair. Nothing washes away the weariness of battle like a little R&R on an island shore. The biggest body of water in all of Paldea is probably the corner in the top left, if I was to guess. No, it's the lake? Probably the lake, because I don't think they count the oceans. Right? The biggest body of water. It has to be this lake. Oh god, this laggy lake. Oh, the lake. It's probably not as nearly as bad as the terrarium swamps, but still. A little island. They said island in the largest body of water, so it has to be the lake. Not so laggy here when you can just fly over the water. So I've checked everywhere and I don't see them here, which tells me they probably aren't on this place, which means I'm going to have to look it up. So we found them there. We found them in the Apple Hills. The fourth one is, yeah, it's at the lake. It says it's on the other corner. I didn't check an island. I skipped an island. How did I skip a whole island? Okay, well, never mind. I found them. So, one moment. No idea how I skipped an entire island. I was right next to it. So, but okay. Here comes the laugh. We already know it. Look, Billy. Look at this puddle. How big is your life? This is no puddle, my dearest Onair. This is the famed Caseroya. I never tried to say the name. Caseroya. I'm assuming Caseroya Lake, the largest lake in Paldea. You're telling me this is a lake? Surely it must be more than a pond. Mustn't be. Say, Billy, what's the difference between a lake and a pond anyway? I'm not sure, dearest Onair. We glitterati don't tend to clutter our heads in such trivial common knowledge. And they call us ignorant. Why, it's the commoner we always see around. You're right. Your eyes do not deceive you. It's the commoner we always see around. While we have you, dear commoner, do tell, what exactly is the difference between a pond and a lake? Is it both? It might be both. A pond, you can have a deep pond. You can have a deep pond, right? So it has to be the size, but the size also includes its depth. So I'm going to assume the size. Ah, of course. Most impressive. You're as well versed in common knowledge as I'd hoped. It's our duty as glitterati to return the kindness we are given. Or more specifically, to return that kindness with fine items. More pearl strings. This would have been nice for Kitakami if I had found them in all the locations back then, but since I have the Pokemon printer now, and even back then I wasn't stressed for cash, this is kind of irrelevant. I don't know what the end game is for finding them all these places. Now, do pay attention, dear commoner. Something I skipped it by accident. It could be a puddle, a pond, or even a lake. It all depends on how you think about it. That's my dearest Onair, taking the knowledge someone just taught you and putting it on display right in front of them. Come now, Billy. I like to scale a lofty mountain with pure white snow, as pure and lofty as the ideals of our company. That's true. True that Paldea Realty has the purest, loftiest ideals. Dearest Onair, you truly are an exemplary glitterati. Now, let's go enjoy some, what is that, gelato? Gelato while watching ice Pokemon frolic atop a snowy mountain. Something tells me I'm going to need to look this up. Because Glacada Mountain is pretty big. I probably should look this up. But what about the peak? They might be at the peak. I'm going to try to not look this up. They said frolic atop of the mountain. Dilly birds, very useful for items. Alright, so not even going to pretend to try and search all of this. I'm just going to look it up. Where are they? They are over here somewhere. Yeah, I was nowhere near that. They are out from the lake. They're literally in the middle of nowhere. It's somewhere around there. And I was not going to find out just by being around here. So, yeah. Found them. I put the marker almost right on them. Almost. Alright. Cover your ears. You know what's coming. A world of silvery whites as far as the eye can see. Truly a view worthy of Glitterati. Sure is, and the cold is no match for these clothes you prepared me, dearest Donaire. Y'all are barely dressed. Of course, they're made from the highest quality materials by the highest quality brand after all. I feel sorry for people who climb this mountain in anything less. Well, I have a beanie. Can it be? Has our dearest commoner returned to us once more? You're right, your eyes do not deceive you. Our dearest commoner has returned to us once more. Look, dearest Donaire, look at how thin the materials on our dearest commoner clothes is. It's school uniform, thank you very much. Oh my, that's awfully flimsy, isn't it? Say, Billy, do you suppose commoners have an easier time dealing with the cold? I'm not sure, but I've heard that commoners say we Glitterati line our pockets with money. Perhaps that means the high quality of our clothing is unusual to them. If all commoners dress like our dearest one here, then they must simply be used to the cold. Billy, you're a true I don't know that word. Erudite? For this I shall grant you the Gold Onair Award. Yes! It's our duty as Glitterati to lend a hand to the struggling common folk. In that spirit, I grant you these fine items. Hang on to them and tough out the cold. I was actually in the middle of buying all of my fashion items and I remembered about them. So, which is why my fashion is a little random right now. Because I was about to go through all of the fashion stores and buy every single clothing they had. I finished out wherever the school is, the school academy. So I finished out that plaza there. So I have all the clothes from there. So now I have to go to all the other towns and cities and get those. Now you listen carefully, dear commoner. You may have heard the saying, cold hands, warm heart. Don't be fooled. It's a load of hogwash. You must never, ever forget that. That's my dearest Donaire. Your aphorisms are becoming more off the cuff by the day. Come now, Billy. It's about time our reprieve came to a close. I want to finish it with a look down at centermost point of Paldea. Even the most extraordinary places are only worthy of being looked down upon by you. You really are an exemplary Glitterati, Onair. We probably can't get into the Great Crater, but let's make a request to the League, just in case. So they never go inside Area Zero. Then what the heck did they say in the first time I encountered them? I thought they said they were going to Area Zero. Where did we find them? We found them here. North Providence, Area 1. They might have said Area 1 and I thought they said Area 0 somehow. I have no idea. But if they're going to the Paldean Crater, they said they'll go request by the League and look down upon the crater. And they said this is the last one, so hopefully this is the last one. Again, I don't know what the efforts are for this endeavor. Do we need to heal up? I think so, because Zekrom kind of gave our Pokemon a little beating. I highly doubt they're anywhere up on the cliff, so if they aren't at the 0 gate, then they're inside the crater. There's nowhere else you can look and get a view of the crater than from the Pokemon League areas, the 0 gate, or inside the actual crater. Or at least that's what I would assume. I could be wrong. There's no way they would be inside Area 0, right? They might have strong Pokemon, but I don't imagine that the Pokemon League would allow them inside here. Yeah, I don't think they're anywhere inside of this place, so I'm just going to look it up again, because I don't feel like spending an hour looking for them. They are outside the Paldean Crater, as I figured, somewhere way over here. Why are they over here? Is there an area to look down the crater from there? There's somewhere in between. See, I would never find them in these places without just flying around the entire region looking for them. But since people have already done that, I'm not going to do it myself, because that's what the technology and information is for, to make life easier for everyone else. Once you find out something new, you share that information online. Other people find out the same information and they go from there. And maybe they find out something and they keep spreading the word. That's how we get smarter people. Hello, Garchomp. What are you doing? Wish you could actually fly. He's not aggressive though, so he's chill. I'll leave him be. Now, how did y'all get up here? Why are y'all up here? Here I was saying they're not going to be on the outside border of Area 0, right? Little did I know. You are aggressive. Well, it sucks for you. Alright. It should be the last time, hopefully. So this is the very center of Paldea. What an enormous crater. At least something is big. That's exactly right, dear Stonir. That's right here in the great crater of Paldea. It seems we have a new adventure to quench my wanderlust, Billy. Come, let us begin our descent. We mustn't, dear Stonir. Entering the crater is strictly forbidden. I petitioned the League for access, but to no avail. I beg your pardon? They won't even let a Glitterati enter. But this was to be the conclusion to our retreat. And we've been so good as golden better. I never imagined there would be something in the world off limits to a Glitterati. Why, it's the commoner who can't seem to get enough of us. Oh, trust me, I've had enough of you. You're right, your eyes do not deceive you. It's that commoner who can't get enough of us. Say, dear commoner, have you entered this crater before, perchance? I have. It's nothing special. Rags to riches! This commoner's had the fortune to enter the crater, but the Glitterati have not? Well then, it seems we have no choice but to duel. There it is, Onair's favorite pastime, challenging others to a duel like a thunderbolt from the blue. But this really isn't the place for a battle. Let's head back down. Well, she has some common sense. Maybe her IQ gets higher for Pokemon battles. Not that she's an idiot. You can't be an idiot and rich in most cases. Unless you inherited the wealth, which I don't think she has. She doesn't come off as an inherited type. She comes as a type that has some brilliant idea and struck it rich. Oh, do inform me when you're ready for a duel, commoner. Again, you gotta stop calling me that. Do I want to use courage? Not particularly. There's no one else I really want to use. Blaze, have some fun. Mr. Johto Blaze from the distant past. One last duel. What do you say? I, Oner, the president of Paldea Realty, will crush you, commoner. There's a hat in a store that has that emblem from their shirt, so I guess that's where who made those lines of clothing. So if I came in with that clothing type from there, would she think that I had good fashion? I don't know if they react to fashion. How come you always have a Pokemon weak to me? Persian. Oh, there's that Persian again. Unfortunately, I don't know Focus Blast, so Air Slash it is. Or not. Now, how did you live? Alright, Focus Blast wouldn't have existed in Soul Silver, so that's why he doesn't know it. And that's why he knows Ancient Power. Oh, I've been absolutely trounced. You know, I've had time to calm down, and I think I finally get it now. Glitterati commoners, in the end, we're all just people. There's nothing separating us. Why did it take me so long to realize something so simple? I'm so embarrassed. I wish I could crawl under a rock and hide. I couldn't literally crawl under a rock, of course, but you know what I mean. Oh Nair. You were following us around just to teach us that, weren't you? Sure. Y'all are snobby, so. As expected, I'm not sure why I even asked. I can't express my appreciation enough, but I hope these fine items can suffice. More big nuggets. I guess the money helps, I guess. It'll help me get all this fashion. Now then, Billy, I feel as though I've grown as a person during this trip. Starting tomorrow, I'm turning over a new leaf. I'll resume my work as CEO, holding nothing back. Whew, learning your failures from your failures like a pro. You really are an exemplary Glitterati. Now then, since you taught us a little something, I'll teach you a little something. Is there a new pose? The oh no emote. So I got an emote and a lot of big nuggets and some pearl strings. Right then, adios. Was that worth it? Probably not. You know what was worth it? This stupid emote. Where is it? There it is. It only cost me like $3 million. You get that emote when you get all the fashion from the Team Star guy, the ninja. He's selling his handcrafted replicas, which are very expensive. I fortunately didn't pay an arm and a leg for all of them. My average was like 500k. That's typically when the NPCs would stop. When NPCs would stop trying to bid for it. And of course, the more expensive ones would go a little higher, but for the most part, my average was 500, so I didn't have to spend millions of Pokedollars on all the fashion. But I think that's it. That was the last thing I needed. I was just showing the struggle that it was trying to get a shiny Duraludon, and I remembered that I had found the second location for the 2 rich people. And I wouldn't have found 2 more of the locations, so I had to look those up. But that's okay. So that concludes everything from this thing. Our Pokedex is pretty much done. I was going to transfer over a Magmortar. I haven't yet. I was also going to transfer over a Primorita. I haven't yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with a Kingdra. I guess I'll have to go through Terra Race to get her. I can evolve. No, I can't. I'm going to have to go through Terra Race to get you too. Terra Race for Golem. We have to trade for Bastion. We have to trade for Sandslash. I don't know how I'm going to do these 2. And like I said, I'm going to trade for Primoria. I haven't caught a Trico yet. I haven't found Trico yet. I haven't found Torchic yet. I transferred over a Mudkip because I haven't found a Mudkip yet. And I transferred over my Ty. So I do have Ty finally. He's with me. I don't know where my Servine is. Wait, I never got a Servine. I got an Emboar. I thought I had a Contrary Servine. Serpentine, whatever. I have to evolve Chespin. I haven't found Chespin, have I? Yes, I have. I was waiting to get a second one before I evolved it. I'd never got a Greninja. So I'm missing quite a few starters. I'm missing quite a few from the second dex, but that's not really a rush to finish that one. I don't think I get anything from it. Habitat unknown. Habitat unknown. So yeah, that's going to be it then. So once again, finish with the Paldean region for now until they release the epilogue update. And I don't know what's the setup for Professor Sada. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with her and time. So I probably couldn't even read that book that Professor Briar gave us. Speaking of which, let me see right quick if she's able to give us another book, or if I just lost that book forever. So Briar isn't inside the school. Is she outside? I know you said see him when the Pokedex is finished. I don't know what he gives you. I could talk to him and get the rest of the legendaries in the open somewhere. And I don't see a Briar anywhere down there. So Briar is inaccessible. Guess that means no then. So yeah, that's going to be it then. So as before, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoy, and I will catch you in the next video, whatever that may be. Cheers. Also, I figured out where that Galley came from. That was the lingering fighting sparkling power that came from Girder. I don't know how I didn't put that together when I just mentioned that I had Girder. And I was like, I don't know where Galley came from. Like, obviously that's where he came from. It came from the fact that I had finished Girder, and I was like, well, what else can I get for a fighting type? And that's when I started looking for Lucario, and Galley was popping up with it. So Galley was the one I found, and Lucario wasn't, unfortunately. But yeah, that's it. See ya.